Sometimes we can't help but get bit by a love bug, or in some cases a vampire. Paul Wesley, aka Stefan Salvatore, is the boyfriend of fanfic dreams. Paul is linked to 3 famous women, and his love life was kinda confusing recently. If anyone wants to spend a few minutes reminiscing about a fan-favorite teen drama series, you're in the right place. Much like his supernatural persona, the actor has been in a few long-term relationships. But unlike half of our favorite Salvatore duo, we don't get to see the behind-the-curtains glance into Paul's love life. He's a pretty low-key dude. This is a moment to be thankful for Hollywood tabloids and paparazzi. Wesley's first high-profile relationship was with Torrey DeVitto. The two were co-stars in Killer Movie, an American slasher film. They started dating back in 2007. 4 years later, the then couple got married. They held a private ceremony in New York City in April 2011.
And so now, I just adore her, she adores me.
At the time, Wesley told Us Weekly magazine he's a very lucky guy, adding, "I don't know why she went for me, but somehow a girl liked me for longer than a month." However, actor Nikki Swift reported the actor refused to share any details about their wedding day, coyly saying, "That's gotta remain my own little secret." That same year they got married, Paul's ex-wife joined him on the set of The Vampire Diaries. She had a recurring role as Dr. Meredith Fell. The actor once spoke to Glow magazine about what it was like working with his wife. "It's fantastic, because otherwise we'd be 2,000 miles away, Los Angeles and Georgia, so it's very nice to be in the same geographical location," he said. DeVitto also had something to say about working with her then lover. "We had both done 11 episodes of the show and hadn't worked together on it yet," the actress said at the time. "Maybe that's a blessing in disguise. Maybe working together every day and then going home together would be a little too much," she added. However, after finally working together, Torrey said, "I had such a great time working with Paul and it was so amazing. I totally take back everything I said. We just have such a mutual respect for each other and a similar work ethic." The ex-couple were together for 6 years and married for 2 of them. Sadly, in 2013, they decided to call it quits on their marriage. A representative for the fallen actor said the two had split amicably. However, a Daily Mail online article at the time said the actors would continue to remain good friends. During the time that the ex-lovers were finalizing their divorce, TMZ tabloid released an online article about the legal settlements behind the matter. They apparently got a hold of the prenup that Paul and Torrey signed. The agreement kept all their earnings separate. At the time, the actor was still playing his famous vampire role and, according to TMZ, made more money than his ex-wife. As a result, the 40-year-old got to keep most of the assets and the full amount he paid for their house. DeVitto wasn't the only co-star that Wesley had romanced. 5 months after his split from his ex-wife, the producer started dating his Vampire Diaries co-star Phoebe Tonkin.
Do you guys hang out when you're not shooting?
We actually do. Yeah, we all kind of live in the same area, so when we finish work, we do. We'll go get a glass of wine or some food, and it's fun.
In 2015, the Wolfie actress gushed over Wesley in an interview with Elle Canada. She explained that she and her then lover were experiencing similar career milestones together. "He's my best friend. It's such a fun time in my life right now," she said. "It's nice to have someone to share all that with," Tonkin said. Paul and Phoebe were a very private couple, but we know they were together for 4 years and were pretty serious about each other. The two actors even moved in together. However, reportedly, the ex-couple was on and off for the duration of their romance. Finally, in 2017, they officially called it off. 1 year after his breakup with his Vampire Diaries co-star, rumors began circling about Paul and Ines de Ramon. Few details are known about the early stages of Wesley and de Ramon's courtship. However, the two were first spotted holding hands after a dinner date in June 2018. They waited until July to make their relationship Instagram official. The actor posted a photo of him and de Ramon smiling next to Jessica Zor and Nina Dobrev at a wedding in Montauk, New York. The actor's post officially marked the pair's social media debut. The Star Trek Strange New Worlds actor had always kept their relationship under the radar. They maintained such a low profile that their eventual marriage only came to light when paparazzi spotted them wearing wedding bands. The actor was photographed walking around New York City's West Village neighborhood with de Ramon in 2019. Wesley's ring looked gold, while his reported wife's ring appeared to be silver with a large rock. While the pair did not comment on the rumors at the time, Wesley's Vampire Diaries co-star Dobrev seemingly confirmed the speculation. Nina did so when she mentioned her co-star's wife during a podcast appearance in June 2019. Dobrev explained that while she and Wesley didn't initially get along when they first started filming the hit show, they later became friends.
First of all, Nina's my really good friend. Now we talk all the time, and It's true. When we first started shooting The Vampire Diaries, we totally clashed.
The two even stayed close even after the series wrapped. We hang out a lot. We're really good friends. I love his wife. It's so funny how time changes everything because I never thought he would be one of my best friends, she said. In the years after, however, Ramon shared a few snaps from her life with Wesley on social media, including throwbacks from their wedding and pictures of their rescue dog Gregory. On July 23, 2020, the brunette posted a throwback photo from the pair's wedding on Instagram to celebrate their anniversary. In the snap, the New Jersey native wore a white wedding dress while the couple kissed on a beach. The lovers share a rescue dog named Gregory, often called Greg or Greggy, that they rescued during the pandemic in 2020. The couple has posted photos of them taking Greg to the beach and camping in the mountains. Wesley spoke to People magazine for their 2020 Sexiest Man Alive issue. He said that spending time with his wife and pup during the pandemic lockdown helped him gain a fresh perspective. I'm in a fortunate position where I was able to take a break, and it was so important for me to do it, he revealed, adding, "For me, I reset, I recalibrated, kind of realized what was important to me, reprioritized my life," Paul said. After more than 3 years of marriage, the pair quietly split in September 2022. Rumors of the breakup started swirling in August of the same year when Wesley was spotted in New York City without his ring. The separation was confirmed when a rep for the couple made a public statement. The decision to separate is mutual and occurred 5 months ago. They request privacy at this time, the rep said. As the statement revealed, they split in April of that year. Ines had officially been a single woman for 7 months. 2 months after the rep confirmed their split, Ines was spotted in Los Angeles with Brad Pitt. Photos from the Daily Mail newspaper showed the new couple backstage at a Bono concert. A few days later, a source told People magazine that the two have been dating for a few months. So who knows, maybe Brad is the reason for the divorce? Despite his split from Ines, Paul had kept busy working closely with Ian Somerhalder, following the official launch of their own whiskey called Brothers Bond Bourbon in 2021. While The Vampire Diaries ended in 2017 after 8 seasons, the friendships made behind the scenes clearly have long outlasted the show. Somerhalder said that's why Brothers Bond Bourbon is unique. Wesley chimed in, saying, "We created it from the ground up. So unlike The Vampire Diaries, which is our show, but we were hired on that show. This is our baby. If Ian and I were to have a baby, this is our baby." Ramon isn't the only one on the dating scene. The producer was spotted getting cozy with Natalie Kuchenberg. Natalie and Paul were first linked during an outing in New York City in August 2022. The actor and model were spotted kissing while on vacation in Italy in November of that year. Neither of the pairs confirmed the dating rumors, but we're not expecting confirmation from Paul. However, the Page 6 tabloid published shots of the two lovebirds vacationing in Italy. The Vampire Diaries alum and the 22-year-old model were photographed while on a dinner date in a charming fishing village off the Amalfi Coast. Throughout their date, the couple appeared to be very expressive, with numerous displays of affection. Kuchenberg was seen at one point lovingly placing her hand on Wesley's shoulder. The pair also held hands as they chatted during their seaside meal. Like his Salvatore persona, the actor seems unlucky in love. Or maybe Paul really is a vampire and that's what complicates everything? Hopefully he doesn't flip his switch, like in the series. It's okay, Stefan. We know a whole lot of people who want to offer a hug. 2 divorces and 1 breakup later, Paul Wesley is still hopeful that he'll find his perfect match. Until then, you can return to our channel to hear more stories about celebrity relationships. Be well and be kind.